Hey, 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 that's a good way to start it right there.
Boy, boy, niggas, man. I just sent something out to these promoters out in Baltimore. I mean, out in Phoenix, man. Because I
Mm,
always shout out to my man Al Page. Al Page used to bring me out to Phoenix and whatnot. But these other
mm,
promoters, I'd be like, they're always bringing a rapper through that I know. Like they'll bring through El Sensei every year, and I'd be like, damn, can I come through, whatever? And they always blow me. I said, damn, I've been doing that for 20 years or whatever. Oh no, it ain't like that, Sans man. Yes,
mm.
it is, nigga. The fuck? I'm petty like Michael Jordan. I
Right,
keep a list and I'm checking it twice.
there
What I
it
mean?
is.
I don't even plan on coming to Phoenix to rap, but yeah, stiff
Mm,
ass motherfuckers, man.
mm.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Hold on. Let me see.
yeah, I have a cousin in Phoenix who is a mover and a shaker. Maybe you
Yeah,
might see he might be somebody you might want to talk to. The
yeah,
last time I was out there, it was me, him, J.R. Ryder, and a couple other his buddies, and you know they be moving around like they own the city of Arizona. Well,
yeah.
Phoenix.
Better be
Hmm.
careful. There's a lot of motherfuckers that don't like Dr. Martin Luther King out there.
Yeah, that's I'm out here. That shit. Listen,
Oh
go
yeah, yeah.
about 15
They
minutes
promoting
south.
that promoting that California's a red state. They
Hey,
got the map.
listen.
They showing all the red in California.
Hey, listen. If it ain't LA, Los
Exactly.
Angeles,
Yeah.
it's red.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
here to tell you.
That's Pennsylvania. So basically,
Hmm.
suburban areas are conservative. Duh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
so
most of
yeah.
the people live because like where they had like San Francisco, the Bay Area, and LA,
Mm,
that shit was blue than the motherfucker. But then they
right.
was like, well, that makes sense. Where the people are at, the people don't
Mm,
want y'all bullshit. Y'all out there with
mm,
all that land and shit, still
right.
poor, but anyway, man. Let's start. Hey, man, let's start the show, man. Three, two, one. What's up, y'all? It's your main man, Jay Sands on sports, hip hop, and sports entertainment at its finest. That's right, y'all. The big kid is at it again. Season 8, episode 150, and a lot going on. And that's the
Mm,
great thing about doing this show today, because the topics is flowing.
mm.
And like I said, first hip hop sports podcast started with my brother Grab Lover. Shout out to Grab Lover. That's my man. Shout out to Grab. And yeah, today in sports history, we're going to go with a UC Bearcat, a gentleman that played baseball the same place where I was on the Cincinnati Bearcats baseball squad too. And this guy was as well. So hold on.
Okay. Okay.
Today in sports history, Sandy Koufax. Sandy
Mm,
Koufax. Yeah. Look at you frowning. Yeah, you went to Cincinnati. Look at you
mm.
frowning. Sandy Koufax. He throws his third career no-hitter against the Phillies in 1964. So Sandy Koufax, Cincinnati Bearcat. Dude, there's been a lot of Bearcats. Like I always tell dudes, Ian Happ. I mean, he's the illest dude right now in the MLB playing for the Cubs, and he's a Bearcat. You know what I mean? From the
Hey, got
Berg, went to Mount Lebanon as well. From the
yeah,
Berg.
yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, you gotta stand up for your alma mater. So I ain't gonna hate on that. You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
right, fucking right.
Go
Matter of fact,
Bearcats.
shout out to them. We'll go into it later, but shout out to the Bearcats because they were just in the college baseball playoffs as well. And
Mm,
didn't turn out good in the regional, but they had a great season, a lot of promise in the future, man. So,
yeah.
yo, man,
Building blocks. Mhm.
it's real simple today. Scrolling. This is a scrolling episode, I guess.
Okay, okay.
Motherfucker scrolling. And as an avid Madden player,
Mm,
maybe back in the day. 2000, I was probably really concerned about the cover because I'm actually buying the physical copy. I'm going to GameStop. Wasn't even GameStop. I don't know where I was going back then, but you're going to buy the physical thing. So you got the you're playing the game, you're looking at the cover the whole time, you know what I mean? But now you just download the game and you don't have no physical attachment to it, and then you just go to the
Mm.
next game or whatever. But in 2026, the Madden cover is still a topic. Maybe like the Sports Illustrated swimsuit. Shout out to Tiffany Haddish. She's on
Mm.
the ad, Sports Illustrated ad. So some covers remain infamous, you might
Absolutely.
say.
Absolutely.
And the Madden
Mm.
cover, Boosie mad as hell because they got Caleb Williams from the
Williams.
Bears with the
Ooh.
fingernail polish on it. And Boosie went off. I mean, I ain't gonna we ain't gonna play the clip, but we know Boosie and we know how he get down, and he ain't trying to see no Fred Sanford, none of that going on. And he was just like, man, they're pushing it on the kid.
Right.
The, the talking points, they're pushing it on the kids. This
Right.
is an agenda and
Hmm.
whatnot, and that this isn't good. And honestly, I looked at the comments. A lot of people are agreeing, like, yeah, Boosie, man, they are pushing this on the kids, man, this and that.
Hmm.
Uh, my thought is that this guy, Caleb Williams, is a real person.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, it definitely,
yeah, like,
at the end of the day, and I was telling my younger brother who is openly gay,
shout out to
that
Ruby, Ruba.
Ruba. He said Ruby. But he likes to wear rubies.
Yeah.
So he and I had this conversation, you know, he opened up to me years ago, you know what I mean? I've always just loved him for who he is, not
Yeah,
his,
yeah.
sexual preference. And here recently we went to the MMA fight with what's the Ronda
Ronda
um,
Rousey. Oh, you went
yeah,
there?
yeah,
Oh
we
man,
were
we need to.
there.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
that's
we were
dope.
there.
Sands on
And
Sports, live,
the
live in the building.
and so that night Ruba interviewed Jared Verse. He just recently got traded
Yeah,
to the Cleveland Browns, right?
yeah.
And there was a clip basically when Ruba called him a daddy.
Okay.
Something about you being a
Yeah,
dad,
yeah,
uh, a good looking man or whatever.
yeah,
And his response was human. You know what I'm saying? He was like,
yeah,
"What's going on here?" You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Type of thing.
yeah,
I'm behind the camera laughing. You know what I mean? It was actually a really good interview. It
yeah,
was
yeah,
he was he was a good dude, but they've
yeah.
taken that clip and they turned it into, him being homophobic and stuff like that. You see a
Yeah,
little
and he
bit, you know
will.
what I
Yeah,
mean? And it was nothing like that. And I told Ruba, I was like, if that gets out of hand, you might want to, say something about that because it when you have this extreme response to humans being humans and
yeah,
it messes up the balance of a
yeah,
situation,
man.
you know what I mean? So as we're sitting here we're talking about Bootsy and a man cover, it's the other extreme of it, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like just because you put fingernail polish on, my dude, even though our generation really didn't rock with that, but
yeah,
speaking of rocking,
yeah.
rock artists wore that as well. So it's the whole
Hey, I'm
pop
in
rock thing.
Baltimore. I'm in
Right.
Baltimore. I've been around a few gangsters with fingernail polish on in
That part.
Baltimore since I've been here. I just kept my
Rule.
mouth shut. I ain't say nothing. I ain't complimenting. Nah, I just kept my mouth. Yeah.
But this is the other part, right? This is an extreme
Yeah.
response to something that's really Bootsy. Just relax, brother. You
Yeah.
know, I know there's an
Yeah.
extreme on the other side, Bootsy. But this is not that. Just relax, brother.
I think the grace point here is that, especially being black, the grace point here is that they used to tell us that we weren't able to have a space to be us, to be
Mm,
black. We've been
hmm
told that you are not allowed to have a space where you can just embrace blackness and embrace yourself. You have to assimilate the whiteness in order to be in any space in America. They said that for a
mm,
while.
hmm
So we should know better to be like,
mm.
okay, all right, man, like they're telling the people that they don't have a space to be in this society when we goddamn know. Again, that's like white people saying, there's you see that there's black people everywhere. So how can you say we're not in society? Same thing, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
And I don't
Mm,
know, man. I let the comment on Bootsy ad. I let the comment on his ad post. I was like, well, nigga, the shit you rap about, well, how's that affecting the black community? What you
hmm
talking about? I think that
Right.
might affect the black community worse than a brother would. And check it out. Maybe there is an agenda because maybe Caleb Williams took 100 million pictures that day, and they could have chose another picture or whatever. But maybe that's the picture he wanted to get out there. Again, the boy painting his fingernails. He probably spending. He might want that out there. Again, I don't paint my fingernails.
hmm
I'm a heterosexual man. I like
hmm
women. You know what I
Right.
mean. So, but I understand that I'm not the only person on this planet, and my
hmm
views aren't the only views on this planet. So
Yeah.
it's like, and
Mm.
I'm older. Like these are kids we're talking about, like 25 and under. Like
Right.
they're coming through COVID and all type of shit that
Right.
uh you gotta have grace, man. And I don't
Yeah.
think Boosie showed any grace, you know.
Yeah. And also, campaigns, it's really about getting people's attention and having a conversation anyway, right? Because
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is going to
yeah.
sell more copies of Madden with more people talking about the cover, right?
I'm gonna buy it. As long as they don't put Trump on the cover. They put Trump on the cover next year, Madden 2028, they got Trump on the cover.
I don't know,
I'm
fam. I
out.
might
I'm
want him
out
as my
then.
GM.
I'm out. I'm out. I'm out.
I
I'm
might
out.
want I might want Trump as my GM.
Nah, I'm cool. They put Trump on the cover of Madden, nigga. I'm out. Never copping Madden again. I'm out. I'll never play Madden. I would never, if they put Trump on the cover of Madden, I would never play Madden again for the rest of my life, bro. That would be my retirement right there. That would be my retirement from Madden. I'll be like Barry Sanders, just out of here.
What
Word.
ab- what about the back of the
Fuck
cover?
no, 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 nothing. Yo, he's going to the Knicks game though. Yo, we'll get into it though. We'll get
Okay,
into it,
okay,
but
okay,
yeah, what
bet,
we
bet,
gonna do?
bet.
Matter of fact, man, out of the first quarter, we hear
Yeah.
the horn because I'm not controlling it. My man got it good. You know what I mean,
Yeah, yeah, there you go. There you go. There
I
you
ain't
go.
hear
Did you
nothing.
you hear that? You hear
Nope,
that?
nope, nope,
No? Damn.
nope.
Wow.
Ah,
Wow. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, well.
All right, I heard
Yeah.
it. I heard it earlier, but no, I'm not hearing it now. There you go. I heard that.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. Okay, that's the second quarter horn, and
Uh,
we're going to the second quarter, and we're talking about the NBA Finals, which just started and was on
mm,
yesterday. I
New
watched, took a
York.
nap, just
Hmm
like I took a nap before this, so I could be up and alert.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, man, what do you think about the game yesterday?
Hey, I've been pulling for New York. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
want to see them take it. I'm
Yeah.
glad they pulled it out. I think this is going to be a 7 game series.
Yeah.
New York up one. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
thought
they
it was
are. Great team. Great team.
yeah, they deep. You know what I'm saying? They got a deep bench, and that defense. At the end of the day, I think that's going to be winning combination, being able to put up some points and play some really good defense. You know what I mean? Bring fresh players out there to shut
Yeah.
things down. Yep.
Yeah, Big Body Brunson, BBB, B
hmm
Triple B, Big Body Brunson. Hey, he showed
Yes.
improved
Yes.
yesterday. Like,
Mm.
and he had a few nicks. He had a nick with his knee, then he had a nick with his ankle, and when I saw the Spurs up early, I was like, oh wow. But you know what happened? Your man, see, Wimbyama, he's still young. He
Yep.
has to, you know how I forget what comedian it was, maybe Eddie Murphy, maybe Richard Pryor, and they was talking about the two bulls on the hill looking at all the cows, and the
hmm
young bull was like, "Hey, let's run down there and bone one of them cows," and the old head was like, "Hey, let's walk down there and hit them all." So I think Wimby, he uh he exerted himself too much early in the game. He didn't have nothing to tank. That's what I've been hearing a lot of commentary.
Yes. Yep.
Is that yeah, he has to learn how to, and he's just coming off a 7 game. Like
Yeah.
New York's been resting, so
Mhm.
they played like 3 days ago. So
Yeah. Hey, it's a marathon at the end of the
I,
day.
I wanted to see the Spurs win. I want to see the Spurs do something.
Mm,
They might be a player away. Honestly, they have a lot of talent. Harper needs to be in at the end of the game. Harper
yeah.
Harper don't give a damn. He pushing. He going to the hole, elbow to the rack. Shout out to my cousin Jock. That was my cousin Jock's move. Boom to the rack. Body to the rack. That's what
Hey,
you're
reckless abandon. Hey, I don't
Body
care. I'm
to the
getting this
rack,
money. I'm
yo.
getting this win. Yeah, you
So
gotta love that.
he Fox is going next year. He's not going to be there next. They're trading Fox. Soon as this series is over, Fox will be on a plane somewhere because again, Harper has the whole game. Harper's
Mm,
the point guard for Wemby for the next 10 years. They're going to
mm,
keep Harper and Wemby. That's going to be the combination Harper and Wemby.
mm.
You know what I mean? But again,
Absolutely.
we'll see. I was hoping the Spurs would win, but
Mm,
I'm not. I don't got a team in the NBA, so I'm a Knicks
right.
fan now. I want the Knicks to win. I'm up with them niggas in New York now. Shout out to Curious. I'm with Curious. I'm with the Knicks now. So
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, when I don't have a team or I don't have anybody playing that I'm invested in. I just want to see good games, So I'm just praying for a good series. Hopefully this goes 6, 7 games, but if not, hey, the Knicks have the experience. They look more like a team. They Carl Anthony Towns. He was going to the rack last night.
Okay.
He gets the gas face a lot because he talks about his 3 game. He's the best 3-point shooter forever, big man,
Right.
whatever. But he was lowering that shoulder, going to the rack, and guess what
Mm,
happens? And one, and one, and
mm,
one. So.
yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. Hey, did you see the white boy run on the court with the shit and take
Yeah. Which
he got 1 million. You're into NFTs and all that
right.
blockchain. So how can he turn this into value? He got this picture of the NBA. He's gonna get arrested. He's going to do all this stuff, but he got a
Right.
picture that's gonna live in infamy for eternity.
Yeah, no, at the end of the day, you would take that image and mint it on a blockchain and say, hey, I'm only putting out 5 of these or
Mm-hmm.
10 of these or one. It'd be a one of one. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? And say, hey, this is a moment that you're probably never going to see again like this. This is a moment that I want to sell.
yeah.
That's going to be a thing. Um, so that's how he would be able to do that is to actually mint it on a blockchain such as
Okay.
Ethereum or Solana and charge like a piece of art, basically. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
so that's how you would go about that. And once NFTs become a bit more popular, when you start seeing NFTs as like plane tickets or a NBA or NFL ticket, right?
yeah,
That's coming. It's not going to be just, right now you can only use it as a ticket to get in, but imagine it incentivized, right? Where if you own that ticket, you get to be a part of this, or hey, we'll send you some swag or whatever it is. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, or imagine having Bob Marley's first concert ticket. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? As an NFT. Like how much would that be? You know what I mean?
yeah.
So so yeah, that's how you would go about that. I don't necessarily know how the not the NBA, because they NBA and NFL pretty staunch about
Yeah. They'll shut that
photos
shit
and
down.
well, they won't be able to because it's decentralized. But any funds that he would receive that are not decentralized tokens such as like we're in the weeds now, a stable token that's like that can be controlled, then yeah, it could be snatched from it, but if it's decentralized, they wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Uh, I equate that to like a fan running on stage when I'm rapping. Like
Mm,
they showed Afro Man one time when I think a white girl ran on stage. He knocked the shit out of her.
Lord.
That's Jay Sands policy too. Like I throw niggas off the stage. Niggas when I'm rapping and you come
Uh-huh.
on the stage. you getting KRS off the stage. That's a fact. That's a fact. Like I said, it only happened maybe two, three times, but
Uh,
motherfucker be drunk. Oh!
right.
Yeah,
Mm.
okay.
Hey, Jay Sands is his own security. Read the t-shirt. You heard?
And same thing about the NFL. Like if you go out on an NFL game, them niggas
Hmm.
gonna hit you. They gonna
Yes, indeed.
tackle you.
Yeah, I don't
I done seen some
understand.
vicious hits from
Mm.
fans running on the NFL field and getting caught.
Yeah, do you remember where Harrison body slam picked dude up from the back and slammed him down
Goddamn
on the
right.
ground?
Goddamn
Yo,
right.
yeah, you don't want to be out there with grown men with helmets and shoulder pads on. Yeah, that's just a bad move.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yo, we're out of the second quarter. We're gonna come back to James Harrison because I want one day we're gonna talk about them niggas that be lifting weights in New Jersey, the fireman, big dude that be yelling and you can't drink water in the gym. We're gonna talk about them in another time. But yeah, we're in halftime and we're gonna
See?
talk about the MLB and the NCAA tournament going on right now. Right now it's the playoffs in college baseball, which is dope. So like ESPN Plus is gonna be flooded with games. But
Hmm.
first and foremost, the Pirates, who are
Are they up still 1-0?
fifth inning right now, they're up 1-0 on a four-game win streak in second place. Cause bruh, they've been having a great season, but them boys been in last place for the longest. But
Mm.
now they're in second place. And hey, my Buccos are winning. My
Hey,
brothers just hit me up talking about, hey, let's go to July 26th game. And I'm like, yes,
there, there
let's
you
do
go.
that. Let's check the
Mm.
calendar. But yeah, the
Right.
Buccos, let me get my MLB standings popping real quick.
Okay. Okay. Mm.
Yeah, man. Hey, also, shout out to take it back to running on the field because you remember because you out in Cali, you remember the Dodgers game, Morgana, the white lady with the big boobies used to run out in the fit around.
Yeah.
And she'd be on This Week in Baseball, and they'd be like, "And here goes Morgana running out on the field again." She come out there getting a little kiss. You know what I mean? We need more shorties running out. We need
Mm.
more shorties running out. All these other whatever time more shorties need to be running out in the games. I probably won't be no problem. Would be no smoke.
Right, and they probably won't get tackled. That's an HR infraction.
Right, right.
But
Look. They're gonna get
wouldn't
a
mind seeing it.
number.
Mm,
They're gonna get
mm-hmm.
a number. They're gonna get a number and some followers. So
Uh-huh.
yo,
40D.
let me go. The American League East, the Rays, they're in first place.
Okay.
Guardians are
Mm,
in the Central, Mariners in the West.
hmm.
Got the Braves. It seems like the Braves has been good forever. But yeah, the Braves and the Phillies
Yeah.
are duking it out.
Okay.
Wait, hold on, man. Yeah, the Pirates are tied in second place with the Cardinals, and the Brewers the NL Central is just tough this year. The Dodgers dominating the
Mm,
NL West, but again,
mm.
we haven't even got to the dog days of summer where there's nothing to talk about, like nothing to talk about, but dudes chewing sunflower seeds in the dugout. That's the only thing to talk like nothing. And Formula One racing and tennis.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
That's it, man. So yo, out of halftime, how that horn
oh,
sounded? Like nothing. Horns, nothing.
damn, fam.
That horn sound nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was nothing.
you don't hear
That
that?
okay, you heard the horn, and that means
Yeah,
we are out of halftime going into the third quarter.
there it is.
Shout out to Jurassic 5.
Mm,
They're my boys.
mm,
Uh, great careers. Solom's Charlie Tuna. Me and Charlie Tuna did a show in Berlin, Germany. Kicked it.
mm,
You know what I mean?
mm.
Yeah, it was Berlin. Yeah, we was in Berlin. But yeah, man, shout out to the Jurassic 5. But my man Akil Talib, me and him was having a little back and forth about Dr. Claude Anderson. He
Okay,
and I are very big proponents of the things that Dr. Claude Anderson says, you know what I mean?
right.
But it came to the point, does Dr. Claude Anderson mean like they had just had an election in LA? don't vote in that election, or we're planning but still keep on voting because that's an action you can take.
Yeah, interesting. I've read Powernomics twice.
Yeah.
Black labor, white wealth as well. And I think when we start talking about voting, right, talking federally, right, the one voting time that everyone talks about, you would say voting for a president, we don't really do that. The electorals do, right? But when it comes to what we just did here in California, I think when it comes to tangible goods for your community, is very imperative before you get out here and vote, right? You say, hey, this is what I want. Governor, mayor, whoever wants to be in office here, city councilman, what are you doing for my community? You know what I mean? So um, I don't, if someone, because I'm very quid pro quo, like something for something, because it's very easy to get caught up in if it's a woman or if it's a man or if it's a person who is LGBTQ, whatever it is, it should go beyond just what you see. It should be something tangible. So to answer your question, I don't fault people for not wanting to vote if there's nobody that is giving them any tangible benefits to vote. So I don't frown on those people. But if there is something that particular candidate is providing or is addressing your needs, or your position or ideology, whatever it is, by all means, vote. But I am a big proponent of of the Black community, um, carving out a space outside of the people of colors uh, coalition to focus on the needs of our community because our needs are different than Asian, Hispanic, Indian, whoever it considers himself a person of color. We need to uh, separate ourselves from that and say, hey, um, Mr. President, Mr. Governor, whoever, Black Americans need this. So I think that's what Dr. Claude Anderson's position is ultimately is, hey, we shouldn't be uh, grouped up with all these other groups of people who basically benefit off the backs of our struggle with tangible goods, right? See the 14th Amendment, see the Homestead Act, see, there's a bunch of tangible things that have been given based off of what is owed to Black American people. So,
Yeah, I think on both levels, voting locally is more important than the actual presidential election, but I think you should participate in both, because again, I understand, I understand Wakanda vision, idealism. Clyde Anderson has a lot of great thoughts, but again, people had to vote, make a decision in LA a couple days ago where the thoughts that he had, the ideas that he had aren't in place, but people still have to make a decision. And are you supposed to opt out of that decision, or are you supposed to, again, like when your enemy is using this vote as a weapon, the people, again, forget your political interests or whatever. You're a black person, and you know that there's 8,000 members in the KKK in America, maybe 8 to 10,000 members, and you know all of them are voting a certain way to affect you, to hurt you. Why wouldn't you push a button to try to at least with your vote counteract that, push back against that, instead of just saying, I'm not in it. And then after you do that, complain about what they're doing.
Mhm.
the privileges, the rights that they're being granted.
Well, the pushback on that would be why wouldn't the Democrats just say, hey, instead of trying to fear people into voting, just say, hey, we plan on doing this, this, and this for this community, and you get to vote. It's as simple as that. I think it's a cop out for the Democrats to not have pieces of legislation that actually benefit Black people or address Black people, Black American people directly. That's all these folks is asking for is, hey, I would like to be addressed. It's very clear in our community. I mean, we've been here, we've built the country, we would like something addressed to us that's not people of color or immigrants. At the end of the day, the Democratic Party needs to change just a lot of the ideologies, a lot of their, it's like, hey, we gonna lump y'all all up together. No, if Black people are your biggest voting block, why wouldn't you create some
Hey,
tangible goods for Black
that's
people?
honestly the thing about it is black people aren't their biggest voting bloc.
Well, I mean, Hispanic. Well,
I
I mean,
mean,
it's the reason why Trump got in office,
and
right? It's part
important,
of it.
and
Hispanic people voted
oh yeah,
for him,
and
and a
Hispanic
lot of
people, but black people voted for Kamala. On the
well,
registered black
less,
voters that actually voted
mm,
voted, and
but
what
less than,
90
but less,
90% black women, 80
mhm,
some percent black men. So
right?
reg-
But it's
they're-
it was less than it was for Obama,
of course, yeah, of
right?
course, but it's just like they say, what have them the Democrats have done the Voting Rights Act? I mean, I'm not going to kill everybody with history. I'm
Mm-hmm,
definitely not going to kill her, but I can say that let me say the Voting Rights Act that
mm-hmm,
was important for Black people. Regardless
mm-hmm,
of whoever benefited from it, that was important for Black people. And now Black people are saying, hey, I'm not going to vote. Well, you know what you not voting did? 70 million people didn't vote. So you know what your not voting did? It removed that act.
mm-hmm,
So it's like, again, they always say Republicans vote with the party, Democrats vote with their heart, like they're listening to a love song, like, oh, he hurt my feelings. Oh, no, 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 oh, baby. And Republicans, like, so what, whatever. He fucked kids, whatever. Republican. They don't care.
mm-hmm,
It's a war. It's wartime for them. They don't fucking care. If it's gonna hurt niggas, I don't care if he's fucking 13 kids. We want to hurt niggas. Push that Republican button. And we're on the other side, like, oh, let's play fair. Oh, we're talking about feelings. Oh, and it's like that's not battling to me. That and then you be like, hey, I'm not gonna vote. And it's like, okay, well, you're giving them who I just described more power.
mm-hmm. Um, at the end of the day, I still stand behind the fact that
Yeah.
politicians have to appeal to the people, right?
Okay, I'm just
At the end of the
saying
day,
your
yeah.
enemy don't fucking care. The person trying to go at you, the person
Mhm.
trying to go at me doesn't fucking care. I
Right.
watch these weirdos on Twitter. Oh, they don't fucking care. As long as it's going to affect a black person, as long
Mhm.
as it's something out there that's going to hurt black people, that
Mhm.
14-year-old kid that got killed in South Carolina that they're applauding right now,
Right.
uh, it, as
If
long as there is a group of people, a large amount, I want to say what, 77 million people voted for Trump, about 50 million of them want to see black people going the fuck out of here. So how are we just saying, hey, I'm not going to vote and fight that?
I don't know the
Again,
percentages of
70
people who
million
voted.
people did 70 million people didn't vote. So say half of
Right.
70 million voted, 35 million voted and just said,
Mhm.
hey, we're not going to vote for the dude who fucks kids.
Right.
And then we don't have, like I said, Kamala might not have been the greatest. I don't know Kamala. She married to a white dude. I won't fuck with her for.
And she
But
washes greens in her tub.
again, again, she wouldn't have removed the Voting Rights Act.
So
She wouldn't have
There's
removed the vote. She wouldn't have removed
mm,
the abortion, what Roe versus Wade or whatever the fuck that was. She wouldn't have
right.
removed that. So I'm saying it's like
Yeah.
to me, when I look at it, niggas is fighting fucking backwards.
Mm,
Okay, you didn't vote, and we got these two things for women, and there's one thing for black people erased. Congratulations, you prove your point by not voting. Now,
right.
now what do we do, Mr. Claude Anderson? Everybody didn't vote. Now, what do we do? Because
Well,
people had to vote in L.A.
uh, I don't think Dr. Claude Anderson said not to vote. He said,
He
give your
didn't,
vote for something. You don't
but
just, don't vote. But, hey, we would like tangible goods for our vote. And that's
when you
what this
go.
political system is. It's quid pro quo.
But when you
At the end
go
of the
to
day,
a
something
voting
for
booth,
something.
it's not just one person. It's I'm voting for even the presidential election. I'm voting for about 10 pages of people. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And it's my job again to know who what the county commissioner is. And honestly, I don't know. I just guessing, trying to figure out what name got the blackest name.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? But again, it's like and honestly, and keep it 100, I live in Maryland. Maryland's a
Hmm.
high blue state, black mayor, black governor. So I do take my vote for granted on that level. Like, well, hey, even if I didn't vote, we're good.
Hmm.
But I still vote. But
Hmm.
getting back to the point, it's just like, bruh,
Hmm.
are we? Do we understand that? I
At the end of the
check this
day,
out.
oh,
When I
yeah.
just do my taxes, right?
Uh-huh.
Doing my taxes. Still doing my
Right.
taxes. I'm in business. I can still do my taxes. But anyway, I had to go back on my taxes and realize we're at fucking war, nigga. You better
Hmm.
fucking write off all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up. So
Yeah.
it's like, when are we gonna realize we're at war? And okay, it's great. I can't wait for the Dr. Claude Anderson. This is what we're going to do, sign up sheet to get involved with that organization. And that's what we're going to do every step of the way. But there wasn't that sign up sheet for the LA election that just happened. There's not going to be that sign up sheet for the midterms in November. So
Hmm.
I'm with the ideas, but again, Wakanda sounds great, but there's no fucking Wakanda. We got to make decisions right now.
Yeah, no, we don't disagree on the whole decisions and wanting better for our community. I think we just seeing two different ways of getting there, right? It's problematic when we've had Democratic presidents, Senate, House control, and there was no tangible goods for Black American people, right? You mentioned the little kid who was shot in North Carolina
South
by
Carolina.
or South Carolina by an Asian man. And did you know during the whole Black Lives Matter movement, we were like, yo, can we get something tangible other than street signs and paint on the
Them
streets,
bitches got
right?
90 million.
Well, they were used, but there was somebody controlling them, right? So they got their piece, but the whole point here is the group of people who got a piece of legislation to protect their lineage was Asian people. So all that black everything, black energy, black, I'm black, and didn't get one tangible piece of legislation passed. I think that's a waste. And so I don't, I do not, the folks who were saying, yo, we want tangible goods right now. You want our vote? That's what's going to have to happen first before I get up and do anything. I don't frown on that at all. I think that's a you can't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and not, have the Democrats say, just vote for us because they're gonna hang you. Like that can't be how they address us or say, hey, I got hot sauce in my bag, or you're kneeling, or I wash my greens in
It
the
sounds like
bathtub.
feelings. That's all feelings.
It's not feelings because it's like, yo, I would like something tangible. I would like a
Bro,
piece of legislation.
check.
I'm not.
Check this
So I
out.
just think that's what it
I,
is.
I I don't care who's coaching the Steelers, dude. I don't
Mhm,
care if fucking again, as long as it's not Donald Trump coaching the Steelers, I don't give a fuck who coached Steelers. I know that I'm rolling with the fucking team because
mhm,
again, it's like, all right, again, please, the no voting strategy got us the voting acts removed, Roe versus Wade removed, and a lot of other bullshit that's happening.
mhm.
So that strategy worked.
Uh, well, it depends on how you look at this thing, right? One is there's a lot of pressure on immigration, right? And immigrants right now, right? A lot of these black folks believe that, um, hey, let's get these folks up out of here, and maybe there'll be more resources for us. And I agree with that sentiment. Not to say that people who are undocumented, been here and actually pay taxes, you know what I mean? I think there's a way for you to, get implemented into the system, right? And if you've been here for 10, 15 years and been under the radar, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? You should have been got your damn green card or whatever else. But I think a lot of people look at it like that is if they're giving resources and tangible goods to people who just got here, why can't we get something? I don't see nothing wrong with that. At the end of the day, the Democratic Party needs to do a rehaul on how they interact and interface with black people. Period, point blank. That's just, I can't blame people for feeling they're living their lives in real time, real struggle out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they must feel like this is the way to go about this.
Not
We don't
voting.
necessarily care, not necessarily not voting, but
But no, that's what they're
delineating
saying though.
themselves.
That's what they're saying. That's what they're doing. Akil said he didn't vote, and I'm like,
Okay,
you're
but
crazy.
but that's not everybody who believes in that ideology. That would be him, right? He's part of the lineage, and he's like speaking for himself, just like everybody else has their
Well,
own
I'm
different
talking
way.
about
Right?
non-vote. I'm talking about 70 million people that didn't vote and let Trump win.
But what we do know before Trump, before like there's a whole sect of us who don't vote at all. I mean, and have it for years, right? So that's not a new thing in our community because we feel like no one's speaking to us. There's a whole pack of black people who do not participate in the
Oh
voting
yeah,
system
yeah,
at
yeah,
all,
yeah, yeah.
right? That's been a thing. So I think whether it's Democrat or Republican, if people could put together some pieces of legislation that address our needs, they will have black people voting for them for the next 10, 15, 20 years.
Okay, well,
Just
check it out,
create
check it
something
out, check it
tangible
out.
for them. That's
What?
it.
Okay, what if that never happens?
Well, what we're experiencing right now with crypto, decentralization, I think what we're going to start seeing based off of this administration is more of a republic. I think you're going to have people participating more in the state voting because they're realizing, yo, let's take all our fucking power from the federal government. They don't, first of all, when it comes to money, they fucking print, you know, look at inflation right now. You know what I mean? You look at anything that you hand to the federal government, it turns into shit. So let us, the people in the republic, in our state, begin to put people in position that's going to make tangible changes for us. Period, point blank. I think that's what you're going to see after this particular administration. And when it comes to voting, all that stuff is going to be on a blockchain, on some ledger where you'll be able to see what is what. People will feel like because I mean what we're watching in real time is centralized entities, whether we're talking about the police, if we're talking about federal government, whether we're talking about the Federal Reserve, all of this shit is about to become decentralized, and I think that's going to be a great thing for Black people. The future will be everybody being able to own a piece of something and it could generate some yield in something that you can use as leverage for your family and in the community.
Got you. So November, don't vote.
Is that what you got from all
Yeah, man.
that?
Yeah, man. Hey, sound
Look.
the horn. We are going to the fourth quarter, and hey, let's talk about the nigga jars.
Oh Lord.
If you've been in any black
Great
neighborhood,
segue.
yeah, hey, if you've been in any black neighborhood in the past week, 2 weeks, you've seen nigga jars. These are the jars with Kool-Aid, sugar, and pineapple and coconut water. And they're saying the CIA has infiltrated the black community with blue, with fruity pebble and waffles.
Lord.
And we have hot Cheeto and chicken wings, and we got Kool-Aid pie. I saw Kool-Aid
Good
sardines.
Lord. Yo, fam. All
Bitch
bad.
had Kool-Aid sardines. I seen
Lord.
it from Pittsburgh putting the lemon the Pittsburgh iced tea in the joint, man.
Mm-hmm.
Making pineapples with the Pittsburgh iced tea.
Right.
Bruh, have you had the pineapples yet?
No, absolutely not. You know what I mean? I am not big on,
What?
growing up, my mother was we were vegan, so we weren't allowed to have sugar. You know what I mean? We had to
Yeah.
sneak, go over grandma's crib and get open up a pack of Kool-Aid, put her finger in there and realize there wasn't no
Nigga
sugar
jars.
mixed with it. So so no, I never had a nigga jar. Never,
Oh man, well
never.
during the hood near you, I saw Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa did a show in
Uh,
like North Carolina, South Carolina. He's like, "Can somebody bring me one of them pineapple?" I mean, man, I seen the police shut down pineapple jar. So I went to Costco yesterday. I was looking for the pine. I wasn't gonna put no Kool-Aid in them. Honestly, I got the pineapples before because again, they're pineapple spears and coconut water. A
mm,
very delicious treat. Put in the refrigerator. You know what I
yeah,
mean? You have pineapple. You gravy.
right.
These motherfuckers is taking a couple spoonfuls of sugar and Kool-Aid. They said you got to pour the pineapple juice out first.
Mm,
I didn't see food reviewers do it. You know what I
uh,
mean? Like, fuck it, let me
uh,
try. And so we got dudes in chef hat. They doing the
mm,
shit, pouring the pineapple juice and then mixing the Kool-Aid and pouring it back in. And then you got to let it sit in the refrigerator for
mm,
3 hours or
mm,
24 hours or some shit. And then
yeah.
we, this turn up. Oh man,
Uh,
it,
hey, at the end of the day, fam, that's all your juice at the store right now.
yeah, yeah.
Mad sugar. You know
Mad
what I
sugar,
mean?
bro. Mad
So
sugar.
if it ain't being juiced from the fruit, you got a bunch of sugar in your juices. And so,
They said they cut Kennedy cut that EBT. We can't get no Dr. Pepper.
oh Lord.
So motherfuckers came back with sugar pineapple.
Wow. Hey, at the end of the day, we've been innovators. At the end of the day, when we go through rough patches, you see the Black American community begin to create things. So
Yeah.
I guess this is the beginning of it.
Man, I could just see myself going, being in Pittsburgh, getting a fresh Beijing. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I'm fly, fresh, you know what I mean? Smelling good. Come out the
Right.
barber shop, nigga, got them pineapples. Boom.
Oh.
Get a pineapple. Boy, that's a black man dream right there. Boy, get
Hmm.
my car washed too. Man. Whew. Yeah, man. Kool-Aid pineapples. And they are in Baltimore. I seen somebody post them in Baltimore. So
Mm.
maybe I might, man, I don't, man.
God.
Yo, I do not need no Kool-Aid pineapples. I'm not pulling up on the Kool-Aid pineapples. Yo,
Fam,
somebody
that
else
was
about to give you a review.
Hey fam, that was a crazy segue from Dr. Claude Anderson to
Yeah.
nigga
Cool.
jars is
Hey,
crazy.
nigga jars, bruh. Because look, hey, that's why motherfuckers ain't voting.
They
Check it
got the
out.
nigga
If you
jars as nigga jars.
if you had a sign saying learn about black shit from Dr. Clyde Anderson
Uh,
and Kool-Aid nigga jars with pineapples, and you had a
mm,
line
Mm.
The line gonna be for the Kool-Aid pineapple jars.
Well, hey, what I learned? Was that's hysterical. Um, I don't you remember Obama's um minister?
Yeah,
God
Jeffrey.
damn
Jeffrey.
America. It's
Yeah, Jeffrey. I can't think of his last
I,
name, but I think it's Jeffrey.
so basically I watched him talk about how black children learn, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, he said that based on his findings, that black children are right-brained, sub subject, not subject, yeah, subject focused.
Mm-hmm.
And white kids were left-brained, object focused. And so my point here is black children tend to learn from the people that they respect, the
Yeah.
people that they look and see, wow, you got it going on. I need to pick up some game from you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? As a teacher. And so a lot of these young kids have mentors or people they look up to that have this belief system, this ideology from what has been handed to them through television.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been programmed to, you see, um, uh, you know, your favorite rap artist and what their behavior is, not knowing that it's been programmed, like this is a character that was created, you know what I mean, to
Definitely
generate
was.
money. So yeah, that nigga jar line would probably be much longer than, the line to
Boy.
read Dr. Claude Anderson's book. But
Especially if it's hot.
well, there's that, you know what I mean? But you could do both. You could have your nigga jar and grab Powernomics by Dr. Claude Anderson. You'd be better for it.
Only if we could get black people from both sides, the
Mm.
nigga jar side and the Claude Anderson side, they all congregate in one space.
Hey, I would love that. I would love that. I would love to see that.
But,
Um,
but until then, vote. Hey, hey, cuz man, go ahead, hit your horn. We are out of here, man. We are
uh,
out of here, and I just want to say peace to Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson just retired today, and there's a lot of
mm,
conversation. Is Russell Wilson Hall of Fame? Hell, man, hell yeah. See, check this out. First of all, Russell Wilson, man,
mm,
he got slighted his whole career,
mm,
and like niggas knew Russell Wilson was. First of all, niggas knew.
mm,
Russell Wilson was nice.
right.
We see yeah. When we see a black quarterback,
Mm,
you know what I mean?
right.
Russell Wilson was nice, so we caught on early,
Facts.
but he didn't fit the Trent Dilfer, Terry Bradshaw, 6'5", 6'6",
Mm,
looking like Thor type of. But no, Russell Wilson had a great career on and off. Really, San Sports only focuses on the field, but he had a great career off the field as well. I mean, Russell Wilson's been a stand-up dude. He gets clowned for being corny or whatever, but whatever. That's I learned that in my 20s. Corny is the best way to go in a society. Pay your parking tickets, don't jaywalk. That's the best way to go. You know what I mean? So,
mm.
yeah, Russell Wilson to me is a Hall of Famer. And I don't know why he didn't get the ball to Marshawn Lynch in that Super Bowl. I don't know what.
Pete Carroll.
Yeah, that might have got him in the that might have been his Illuminati ritual to get in. He like, all right, now look here, man. Look, Jay-Z hit him
Oh
more.
shit.
Jay-Z hit him more. Somehow, because Illuminati, he got the wire to the headset and the coaches. So
Oh my
Jay-Z hit him in the
God.
headset, like, hey. Don't hand the ball to that nigga. You better throw that ball. And
Oh
he's
my
in
God.
Illuminati now. Cuz, what you got for the outros?
Oh man. Well, first of all, with that last bit, that's crazy, fam. Uh with that last thing that was Jeremiah Wright. Jeremiah
Okay.
Wright
Yeah,
was the
Jeremiah,
minister.
right. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
So with that, I'll leave y'all with this. Uh have a reason to vote. Also pick up Dr. Claude Anderson's books. I think they're good reads at the end of the day, whether you believe in what he's saying or not. It's just good to read.
Yeah.
Uh, and with that, be good to yourselves. Stay hydrated and try not to drink too many of those nigga jars.
New book. Black
Hey,
Thought's book. I got Black Thought's book,
ooh,
new book. So yeah, we got a new book in the lab.
okay,
Black
what's it called?
Thought, The Upcycled Self by Tariq Black Thought Trotter.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to
A
pick that up.
memoir on the art of becoming who we are. So shout out to Black Thought. Black
Mm,
Thought, one of the best MCs. Matter of fact, the next Sands on Sports, we gonna talk about these young niggas disrespecting the old niggas. But yo, besides that,
mm,
I'm Jay Sands. That's Tahir Jahi. I'm fucking up names all day.
that's
That's
all good,
Tahir
fam.
Jahi. And this is Sands on Sports. And we out here, y'all. Peace. Hey, we knocked that
Yes,
out.
indeed. That was pretty good. That's a good
Hey
show.
man, what the Pirates doing? Pirates, ooh, Pirates up 5-1. I'm about to go get a snack, cuz hey, I'll rap to you, man.
All right, for sure,
Salute.
family. All right,
All right.
salute. All right, peace.